Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. And Tottenham Hotspur have just lost by 2-1 to Aston Villa, live from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And look, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm absolutely fuming. I'm fuming, but most of all, I'm disappointed. I'm gutted. I'm gutted at how those players can go out there and put in a performance when fans finally return to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's been such a tough year, and things are slowly going back to reality. I say 10,000 fans in attendance for that Tottenham Hotspur versus Aston Villa game this evening. It's absolutely brilliant seeing fans back in the stadium. You know, die-hard Spurs fans singing their hearts out for this team. Those players go out there and put in a performance like that. Absolute shambles, absolutely shambolic, and I'm absolutely fuming. But most of all, it hurts. It really, really does pain me to see those players put in a performance like that when fans finally return to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 1 year, yes, we had 2,000 attendance for the North London Derby, but 1 year, as I say, without proper fans, without a good amount of fans in that stadium. And they perform like that. It's an absolute shambles, an absolute disgrace. And I was absolutely fuming. Now, I've seen many people criticise some of the Spurs fans in the stadium for, booing the players off the pitch. Should they be cheered? Let me ask you this if you're watching this. Should those players really be cheered after putting a performance like that when these fans had to pay money after such a tough year? The most money out of any Premier League club, let me add to that as well. 60 quid for tickets, right? £60 for tickets. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth with this because I already explained it in my match preview. But other clubs would say, 27 quid for some clubs. Burnley giving their tickets for absolutely no money whatsoever. Brilliant from Burnley. Teams, setting ticket prices low. Tottenham Hotspur, £60. By far the most money set for tickets, right? And these fans, these loyal Spurs supporters, as I say, who do come to every game, buy those tickets. They come to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's brilliant seeing them back. And those players decide to perform like that. It really does pay me. Really does pay me. As far as the performance goes, it was simply not good enough. It's simply not good enough. And these players have got away with it all season. They've got away with it at the end of last season. Fans are back and they're not going to get away with it for much longer. Going back to what I said earlier, people criticising the fans booing the players off the pitch. I commend those fans who boo those players off the pitch. Because should they be cheered? Should they really be cheered after putting in a performance like that? Now, look, it wasn't all bad. I thought in the first half, we were very impressive. But the second half, we just absolutely collapsed. And it goes to show so many of these players rely on confidence. They rely on confidence in other people to do the work for them. And it simply wasn't good enough. First half, Steven Bergwijn scores an absolutely brilliant goal. And I was over the moon for him because he's a player who's lacked so much confidence. And now you can clearly see without Jose Mourinho, he isn't being told to constantly track back. He's been actually told to press high and have freedom on the pitch. And when he has freedom on the pitch, he doesn't have to be so positionally aware. And I don't think that's a bad thing when it comes to a player such as Stevie B. Constantly pressing, gets the ball, goes past three players and absolutely belts it in. A brilliant goal. But then, as I say, it's a goal from Aston Villa. And, well, it's not a goal from Aston Villa, it's a goal from Reguilon, who was absolutely disastrous. Right now, I'm not one to pick out certain players, but Reguilon was woeful. He cost us the first goal and he cost us the second goal. For the first goal, it's an own goal. As I say, he boots it straight into the back of his own net. And the second goal, he loses it by making a stupid pass and Watkins puts it away. One goal from Reguilon for Villa. The other goal, as I say, from Ollie Watkins. And that was it when it comes to goals. Second half, simply weren't good enough. We simply weren't good enough. We didn't come out. We didn't feel the pressure, as I say. And it was disgraceful. It was absolutely disgraceful and simply not good enough performance. Harry Winks, in my opinion, I could not understand that. Now, you look at that lineup. Bergwijn, for me, was someone who I would have to question in that lineup. But he actually turned up today. He was one of the only players that I can actually commend and say, fair play, you turned up. The rest of the squad let you down, right? He came out there and he gave it everything. Harry Winks, right? Now, I don't know if it's favouritism with these managers, but, with Jose Mourinho, it was Eric Dyer. Now, with Ryan Mason, it's Harry Winks. Dyer's still getting in the team. I still don't know how that is. I think any logical manager wouldn't put him in. But Harry Winks, what has Harry Winks done? Seriously, right? What has Harry Winks done this season to get a place in the team over Ndombele or Giovanni Lo Celso? He doesn't press high well, as I say. He doesn't defend well. He's not positionally aware. He makes, the only good thing he probably does is makes a simple pass. And you can clearly see by the statistics after the game that it looks like Harry Winks, he didn't have that bad of a game. Yeah, because he took a couple touches on the ball and passed it back. That's all he does. It's these short passes. You know, I'm not stupid as a Spurs fan. You can clearly see he simply isn't good enough. He lacks the confidence on the ball. And as soon as he gets it, he takes a couple touches. As I say, takes his time on the balls and plays a short pass. He doesn't have the creativity to play a long pass like someone like Ndombele does. He doesn't cover ground like Giovanni Lo Celso does. We've already got a defensive midfielder in there, Højbjerg. It does not make sense. He doesn't work in the double pivot with Højbjerg. I simply do not understand how he Winks in the lineup. Eric Dyer, it's still a miracle that this man is getting in the lineup. Yes, he had a few good games, but once again today, you know, just like the Wolves game, just like the Leeds game, not engaging, always looking to make the block. Now, sometimes it works, but you need to put in you need to put in a challenge. You know, you need to engage. You need to put in a tackle, and it simply wasn't good enough. Kane and Son. Look, I think Kane's mind was occupied with everything else going on with him. Now, I'm not going to probably have a go at him because I don't think he had a bad game, but I don't think he had a good game either. He simply wasn't good enough. Son, he didn't have anyone providing balls to him. Just overall, it was a shambles. Defensively, we weren't good enough. In the midfield, it was painfully bad. As I say, the team selection, in my opinion, Mason got it wrong. And a real disappointment for our last home game of the season where fans are finally back in the Tottenham Hotspur stadium when we go out there and we absolutely throw it away. So I'm absolutely fuming. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Also, make sure if you haven't already to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can and tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. And you'll be notified every single time we do upload on the channel. Nevertheless, thank you for watching the video. And as always, come on you Spurs.